7-Up would like to give you a gift of holiday cheer. Just clip 4 proofs of purchase from 2-liter bottles of any refreshing 7-Up product. Take them to Toys R Us. And for just $19.99, you get the new Spot Game Pack for Nintendo Game Boy. A $5 savings. Just in time for Christmas. Put 7-Up in your holiday and make the season bright.
Brian, people ask, how do you cope with being a disembodied brain? Just floating in a jar with no girls, no music, no car, no parties. It's not so bad, I say. I just play with my Game Boy. Till they all get here.
Who's got more toys than all the rest? Who's got the newest? Who's got the best? Got video games back to back. Got super low prices and that's a fact. Children's Palace, that's where it's at.
Get it while it's hot and get it while it's here. Game Boy, the power-packed, action-packed video game from Nintendo that you can easily get your hands on right now at Children's Palace.
Children's Palace, that's where it's at.
All right, son, point out the animal that did this to you.
The beast is back, now with 100 levels of pain. Donkey Kong, new for Game Boy.
What's the reaction to new Donkey Kong Land? With 4 wild new worlds, 30 savage new levels, cool computer-modeled graphics, and more head-banging bad guys. It's all the excitement of Donkey Kong Country, now on Game Boy. This game is so hairy, you're gonna need shots.
He's the beast you loved on Super NES. And now we've captured him on Game Boy in an all-new game with all new enemies and worlds. Donkey Kong Land. New for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Nintendo introduces the biggest Donkey Kong adventure ever for Game Boy! Donkey Kong Land 2! Plays on Game Boy and new Game Boy Pocket!
I called the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, tang, tang, walla-walla, bing bang. That means play Dr. Mario on Game Boy or NES. Tang, tang, walla-walla, bing bang. I beat the witch doctor, and this is what he said. He said, ooh, ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, tang, tang, walla-walla, bing bang, ooh-ee, ah-ah. And then he shrugged my head.
Your sister gave you the mumps. Your brother gave you the flu. Your best friend gave you chicken pox. It's payback time with help from Dr. Mario. Go head-to-head on NES or link up on Game Boy. Then contaminate, exterminate, and spread the viruses. When you score, you infect your opponent. Make them sweat, run a fever, get the chills. Dr. Mario. With 2 players, it's germ warfare.
Can I play?
Sure.
Hey, I'm Russell, and I got Wayne here. What's up? And this new F1 race for Game Boy. Up to 4 guys can play each other at the same time.
Whoa, major crash!
Use the turbo, man.
Number 3's dusted him.
Each guy's got his own race.
Whoa, right!
In his own screen and his very own view of the race.
No, he's got what's quick.
I don't know what Wayne said was. I don't know what he said. Anyway, F1 race for Game Boy from Nintendo. 4-player adapter, things included. Game Boy sold separately.
Round up your posse and check it out.
The adult world is designed to keep us moving, and while this may make us more efficient, it's not exactly a party. Luckily, technology has produced a cure. It's called a Game Boy, the personal game-playing system from Nintendo, with lots of sports, action, and puzzle games to choose from. And it comes with a puzzle game Tetris. It could change your outlook.
I'm sorry, sir. Your flight's been delayed. Cool.
Game Boy by Nintendo. Have you had your fun today?
So let's do it.
They said it wasn't humanly possible. All the power and excitement of Nintendo right in the palm of your hand. Introducing Game Boy. It's portable, it's in stereo, and its games are interchangeable. Game Boy comes complete with batteries and the outrageous new game Tetris. And for head-to-head competition, use Video Link and blow your opponent away. Game Boy, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power, portable power.
If you've been real good, like you should, wait till the holidays. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
This season, stuff your stockings with photography and Game Boy Camera.
Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera. With a hocus pocus, you're in focus, it's your lucky day. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Nothing says you care like photography and Game Boy Camera.
Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera. Sense of humor, there's a rumor, laughter's on its way. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Get the game with family values and photography. Get Game Boy Camera.
Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera. When it's least expected, you're elected, you're the star today. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera. It's fun to look at yourself as other people do. How's your sense of humor? There's a rumor, laughter's on its way. Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Yes, with Game Boy Camera, you can turn photography into photography.
Smile, you're on Game Boy Camera.
Look into my eyes.
It's Game Boy Camera. It fits into any Game Boy. Just pick a friend, pick a nose, pick a friend's nose, eyes, ears, whatever. You can animate it, then with a printer you can print it out and stick it wherever you want. We call it photography. Game Boy Camera. Make fun of everyone.
It's the place, definitely. If you're into Nintendo games, and who isn't? Then get into Walmart.
We're talking serious Nintendo game store.
Because the only thing hotter than Nintendo games
is Walmart's price.
The Game Boy system is $89.97 every day, and radar mission for Game Boy is just $19.67.
Incredible!
Total follow the book plan is just $26.38. The only thing hotter than Nintendo games is Walmart's price.
Walmart, my allowance, thank you.
Walmart.
Yes!
Always.
Old people.
Slackers.
Get a clue.
Get a job.
Get a haircut. Get some hair.
Some respect.
Have some prunes.
Why, I ought to take this and just give it
one rocket.
With new games like Ken Griffey Jr.'s Major League Baseball, Tetris Plus, and Donkey Kong Land 3, the world is a better place.
Nice earrings. Nice hearing aid. What?
Whoa, new Game Boy.
Yep, limited edition Game Boy Pocket Gold.
Can I have a go?
Yeah, later.
Hey, aren't you in the 100-meter butterfly?
Yeah.
Your race is on.
What? Nice try, kid.
Limited edition Game Boy Pocket Gold with Donkey Kong Land. $99.95, but only while stocks last.
Game Genie, the big, awesome video game enhancer, is now getting smaller. Game Genie works its power on Game Boy. Turn Genie's power off and on as you play. Game Genie for Game Boy with super small codebook.
Excellent!
Recently, we compared two superheroes, Dashing Super Guy and Kirby from Nintendo. In some ways, Kirby lost big. No big hair, no big muscles, no weapons, nothing. All Kirby's got is appetite. Kirby's Dreamland, the thrilling new adventure game on Game Boy. Kirby munches, spits back, and floats, saving glorious Dreamland. He's Kirby, and he packs a mean bite. Kirby's Dream Land, only on Game Boy.
What are friends? Friends are there to pick you up when you're feeling a little down. Friends are there to rearrange someone's face when they're acting like a clown. Friends are a hamster, a fish, and an owl in Kirby's Dream Land 2. If you ain't fighting on their side, well, man, I'd pity you.
Kirby's back in the Flappy One brought 3 rowdy friends. It's a punked-up, powered-up Kirby in Kirby's Dream Land 2. New for Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
Will you be my friend?
Some play games that go... And some play games that go... Well, now there's Nintendo's new... pinball video game called Kirby's Pinball Land. And Kirby's... all over the place. All you do is keep Kirby... as long as you can. Get Nintendo's new Kirby's Pinball Land for Game Boy, and we'll bet you won't go...
Be afraid. Be very afraid. One life-sucking Metroid survived the first Metroid adventure, and it's multiplying rapidly. You must help Samus save the universe again in Metroid 2. So we're giving you more power and mightier weapons to search a bigger world where hundreds of strange enemy life forms lurk. Destroy or be destroyed.
Metroid 2, The Return of Samus, only on Game Boy.
The future is in your hands.
So I says to her, I says, hey, is that Bob?
Wow, he looks great.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, did you cut your hair?
I don't have any hair, Jim. He doesn't have any hair, stupid.
You dork.
You're sure looking thinner there, Bobby, baby.
Yeah, I dropped a few sizes. Your screen looks bigger, too.
Not bigger, just a lot sharper.
Take that new casing, Bob. Silver.
So, Bob, do you still play all the games?
All the Game Boy games, babe.
New Game Boy Pocket. Stick in your pocket today.
You can't catch all 150 Pokemon by yourself.
So close.
You need a friend to trade with. So you can grab a link cable and a friend with a Game Boy, and with both game packs, you can catch them all. Got ya.
Hey, little buddy, want a ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon? On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
What it is Space Invaders for Game Boy and Super Game Boy. What it does is unleash a steady stream of alien forces who keep coming and coming, just like in the arcade, till it feels like a vice in your central nervous system while it's going down like two-legged hailstones. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Brace yourself. It's Super Game Boy from Nintendo. Play your Game Boy games on the Super NES in living color. Even choose your own color combinations. Play all 350 Game Boy games. How does that strike you? Super Game Boy for the Super NES. Game Boy games in color, intense.
The Martians are coming! Yes, and Mario is your only hope. Team up with him in Super Mario Land. Guide him on the Nintendo Game Boy. Challenge the mysteries and terrors of ancient Egypt. Battle all the horrors of the deep. Master lots of weird worlds to give Mario a happy ending and make your world a better place. Super Mario Land and other exciting games for Game Boy. Nintendo, now you're playing with power. Portable power.
Obey me, Wario. I am your master. Mario is your enemy.
The wicked imposter Wario has cast an evil spell over Mario Land.
Don't let Mario get the 6 golden coins. Don't let Mario reach the palace.
This is the biggest, most dangerous, most challenging Game Boy adventure yet.
Obey Wario. Destroy Mario.
Don't fall under Wario's evil spell in Super Mario Land 2, only on Game Boy.
Tetris 2!
Tetris 2.
not just Tetris. Now challenge the system or go head-to-head. Different shapes, different shades, and this time, there's bombs in it. It's Tetris 2 on Game Boy or NES.
Oh, the damage we can do. I love you. I love you.
Wario takes on Bomberman in Wario Blast on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
I love it. Oh, the damage we can do. Wreaking havoc and destruction. Bomberman will never know what hit him. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Wario takes on Bomberman in the explosive new adventure Wario Blast on Game Boy and Super Game Boy.
I love it. You're getting very greedy. You are me, Wario. You're very handsome. You have amazing powers. Plunder and pillage pirates' treasure. Bag a bazillion coins. Buy me a castle bigger than Mario's. Repeat after me. I'm the bad guy in Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, where being bad is good and greed is good. Come and get it on Game Boy, greedy.
Hide your cookies! Hide all your cookies! It's happening everywhere! Confection craziness! Baked goods fattiness! Cookie cookiness! New Yoshi's cookie! Yoshi and Mario have a cookie factory gone mad! Only you can help sort them, stack them, and make them disappear! 1 player, 2 players, or 4! Yoshi's cookie on NES and Game Boy!
Ignite the flames of war. Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Only on Nintendo Gamecube, rated T for teen.
For a limited time, buy the Nintendo Gamecube for only $149.95 and receive Metroid Prime or one of 3 other great games free.
Can I get a price check?
For a limited time, buy the Nintendo Gamecube for only $149.95 and receive The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker or one of 3 other great games free. Whoops. Buy the Nintendo Gamecube for only $149.95 and receive The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Go ahead, take it. Shh. And a playable bonus disc. Free. For a limited time, buy the Nintendo Gamecube for only $149.95.
Nice tight.
For a limited time, if you buy a Nintendo Gamecube for $99.99, you'll get a bonus disc with 4 classic Zelda games free.
Customize your own machine and race through 20 gravity-defying courses at ridiculous speeds. F-Zero GX. The future of racing is in your hands. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen. GameCube.
Your time has come to play the sport of witches and wizards. Quidditch. Master your game at Hogwarts. You'll need skill, speed, and a little magic to win the ultimate prize, the Quidditch World Cup. Take on the world. Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. Rated E for everyone.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
You've got one night to save Mario from the supernatural. This game will scare you silly. Luigi's Mansion, only on Nintendo GameCube.
Tag team, or else. Mario Kart Double Dash. Drive, throw stuff, switch. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Literally for everyone. GameCube.
Why have you finally decided to run? Sir, are you afraid of the gorilla?
Think you stand a chance against the big boys?
Do you have a girlfriend?
Will your brother be on your team?
Do you really think you can win?
I think what we're all looking for is, do you have a stance on anything?
Forget politics. Join the party with Mario Party 5. Over 60 new mini-games and 3D boards make this party all fun and no politics. Ready for everyone.
GameCube.
Eyes on target! Oh! Go, go!
Let the battle begin. You can use incredible power-up moves to stake your claim as king of the court in new Mario Power Tennis. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Two separate worlds. One shadow, one light, where the difference between life and death is a few inches of metal. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, only for Nintendo GameCube, rated T for teen.
Rated teen.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
I think there's something in my closet.
Don't be silly. There's nothing in your closet.
Introducing Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena for Nintendo GameCube. All your favorite characters in a multiplayer ball-throwing frenzy. Rated everyone.
Resident Evil, more terrifying than ever, comes to Nintendo GameCube. Spine-chilling action. Devastating weapons. Unspeakable evil. Live the nightmare. Resident Evil, exclusively from Capcom. Rated M for mature, only on Nintendo GameCube.
Hooray, everybody! They got Raggy, Velma, Red, and Radney!
That's right, the gang is missing, and it's up to you to help find them in the all-new Scooby-Doo video game. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights, available now on PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Rated everyone.
Right-o, Link, my friend. Here's your goods. Should give those Soul Calibur fighters a right stick. But that sword you're using, pardon my pun, ain't gonna cut it, mate. Toss that dodgy dagger and take hold of this.
The wait's over. Soul Calibur 2 finally puts the weapons back in your hands, featuring classic Soul Calibur fighters, new warriors, and over 10 modes of play. And exclusively on the Nintendo GameCube, Link joins the fun.
How about off price?
Soul Calibur 2, rated T for teen.
that only knows fear meets a hero that has none. Star Fox Adventures, only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated T for teen.